Hi guys, it's Natalie. I'm just doing a makeup tutorial today for what I usually wear when I go out clubbing or to a house party. Sometimes I'm a bit glittery, yeah. Sometimes I do glitter lips. A lot of the time I have a much more glittery highlight. If you check out my Instagram for like festivals and stuff, there's like glitter everywhere, temporary tattoos, like I go all out. But yeah, this is just a like my going out kind of look in general. So if you want to see how to get this kind of vibe going on, then just watch this video. Okay, love you guys. Watch my video.
Okay, so first of all, I am priming my face with a primer just to make sure that it is nice and smooth. And then I'm grabbing my foundation and a beauty blender to apply the foundation to my face. Even coverage, I try not to put it on too thick. Now I am using a colour corrector for my bags, just to make sure that they're not too obvious because they always are, and did a little highlight down in the middle of my nose. Now I'm using my contour kit and a very fine brush to contour my nose. I use quite dark colours because it's more of a dramatic effect, doing the sides of my upper lip and underneath my bottom lip in the middle, and also my cheekbones, because that's what I want to be accentuated, and across the top of my forehead to meet my cheekbones. I also go underneath my chin and along my jawline to accentuate those with a bigger brush, and I also go down my neck. I then go down the centre of my nose and across the bottom of my forehead with a highlight, and in my cupid's bow underneath the cheek contour, and a very white highlight on the end of my nose. Then I blend the colour corrector along my eyes because I am about to apply my eyeshadow and stuff and let the rest of my contour bake. So that's just applying powder on top so that it sits nicely. I apply a very neutral shade to my eyelids, one very similar to my actual skin tone, and blend that on upwards. And then I choose a slightly darker shade to go in the crease of my eye and to blend that outwards and upwards. Then I choose a warm brown to go along my crease again, but I'm not going to blend it as far upwards. I'm going to kind of blend it in the spot so it blends straight into the colour I added on beforehand. Now I've got a very dark brown and I'm just putting it on the outer corners of my crease and blending that inwards, but not very far upwards again. And now I'm highlighting underneath my brow with a shimmery light pinky colour, and I also do that to the inner corners of my eyes. Eyeliner time. I like to do relatively thick eyeliner. I mean, applying it, that looks very like thin, but I don't like it when it has a very minimal effect. But I also don't like it when it's too thick because then you can't actually see the detail you've put into your eyeshadow. So kind of see what works best for you and how thick you should have it. Now I'm just doing the little flicks and I just follow the line of my eye along and upwards to get the perfect flick. I always just check in the mirror though to make sure that they are going in the right direction, at the right angle. And then I fill them in to meet with my lower lash line. As you can see here, I am just going along my waterline with eyeliner. I do it to the bottom and the top waterline. It just looks better, but I think some people struggle with getting it along the top waterline. And now I'm going in with a very dark matte black eyeshadow along my lower lash line and along my eyeliner on the top of my eye. Just cleaning up any fallout that may have occurred. I add a brown underneath where that was, just to blend it all together, give it more of a less harsh look. And now it's brow time. So I brush my brows and then with a pencil I fill them in and shape them. Then I use a brow gel just to go over that. It gives it a really lovely finish, so if you can get a brow gel, I would really suggest it. Okay, so eyelash time. I basically apply it with my fingers, but then go in with tweezers to stick it down to as close as my lash line as I can get it, basically. Blend, blend, blend. I am blending my contour. I apologise for how awkward this narration is. It's my first ever one and it's horrendous quality. So yeah, just blending out that contour and my highlight quite carefully. I leave quite an exaggerated highlight down my nose and I go in with an iridescent highlighter on the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and slightly down the middle because I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Then I set all of that with some powder very gently. And I go in with my bronzer along my cheekbones and along that contour just to exaggerate it further and give a bit of colour to the face because that's always nice. I also just blend down my neck where I've contoured as well. Cute. And then I get my blush and do the apples of my cheeks. I think that's what they're called. At least I hope it is. And I highlight along my cheekbones. Found my eyeliner brush I was looking for like half an hour. And then I just blend in my actual lashes with the false lashes with mascara. And I do the bottom lashes. I use a really clear lip balm, very moisturising, before I apply my, before I apply my lip liner and matte lipstick, just because the matte lipstick is very drying. So I line my lips and I also fill them in. And then I apply the matte lipstick and wait for that to dry. Glitter is the most important part of my look. I am always wearing glitter if I'm out, like at an event. Maybe not to like uni or something, but always glitter to like clubbing and parties. And I also always add little body gems, face gems, to the inner corners of my eyes because it is just amazing. Like it's my signature look and I love it. So that's the tutorial done. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with this awful narration. There we go, proved my point. Love you guys. Also, watch my video on how to colour my hair like this because it's so cute.